Guys, in the beginning, there was the Blockchain Brew Show. And in that beginning, there was Tyler and Trent, and they met. Welcome in, guys, to another episode of Blockchain Brew Show. Who was that handsome sounding young man on the other side of that screen talking that intro right there? I have no idea. Was it T-Square? Was it Trent? You guys have to figure that out all by yourself. Hey, guys, welcome into another episode of the most hydrated crypto crew out there. Welcome into the Brew Crew. Guys, smash that go and like button if you like what we got every single day. You want to see more of it? You want to get the community out there growing? Please smash that like that. Get it going. And we have the subscribe button. And you'll find us in the corner, in that corner. Maybe that one. I don't know. The subscribe bell moves around a lot. But, guys, you know we ask a lot because YouTube tries to quietly not push us as hard. And over there on Kick and Rumble, we kick butt and take names. Welcome in, Chara. How you doing, my dude? I seen you in the Discord. The dude that we're in there always rating. Trent guys, notifications on. I think did you figure out the notifications, Chara? Like, we're gonna go over XRP. Like, the price really hasn't moved since we last talked, and figure out what is going on. Should you buy? Should you not? I don't know. We'll figure it out, though. I just made a rhyme. And to start us off tonight, I have this wonderful drink. I don't know if it's going to beat Trent, but I found it we have a store called the Red Apple, and it's called Pineapple Express. It is Symphonic Chronic, and we're running a double hazy IPA at 9 ABV. And look at the pineapple, guys. Look at it. Does that make you think of a swinger when you look at that can with those eyebrows? Oh my gosh. I'm just kidding. It's just all fun. It says Piney 3.
Guys, Tyler and I are not swingers.
No. It says Piney is 3, Dank is 3, Juicy is 5, Tropical 5, and 2 a crisp. And then it says, fire up the tunes and let the magic flow as you embark taste buds. Fire up the tunes and let the magic flow as you taste buds embark on this hazy journey. A spell-binding double IPA featuring mystical notes of pineapple and evergreen. Hey, we're running at a pint, guys. Look at the size of this can. This is a can, and a regular can's like the size of this. Okay, so we're growing right here. Actually, I think a regular can's even smaller than that, but it's pretty big. Okay, what's a regular can, Trent? 12 ounces. It's a pint, which is
16 ounces. A pint is 16 ounces.
No. Oh, yeah, no, this pint's 9.2.
I'm pretty sure it says a pint and something else.
That's why I thought it was a pint 16 ounces, but this says right here, I don't know if you can see, it says pint is, I'm trying to zoom in, like it says 3.2.
It says 1 pint plus 3.2, which is 19.
Oh, gotcha. But then a pint's not 16 ounces.
Hey, that's some moon math for you.
Yeah, but a pint's not 16 ounces then.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I got you. Pint plus.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got it, guys. It's okay. You should not. Like you said, we're not financial advisors on the show. We don't know how to math. You know, I don't know anything about ounces and cups, but apparently I could XRP myself into a scenario where I can't get myself out of. Here we go, guys. ASMR pop. Here we go. Yeah, that's pretty good though. Did you hear that? I never hear it coming through my end. They have it all muted, but it sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Chara says, "Man, you all be drinking at 7:30. I be drinking that at 9:30. Be my bed night drink." LOL, dude. This is just a warm up, man. I start at 7:30 and I finish at 9:30. You know what's funny, Trent? A few weeks ago, I like gin. I was drinking gin and tonics. It was like back-to-back weekends, and I only had it on like Saturday. The first weekend I had it, I was doing 3-to-1 ratio, 3 tonic waters to 1 gin, and it went great. I had a buzz, kind of lasted all night. I really enjoyed the drinks, and then the next week came by, and I was like, can't remember what I did. I was like, oh, I did 2-to-1. That's what I did. I had 2 drinks of 2-to-1. Dude, I was messed up. I was like, I did the math right, and then I sat there like, oh, that's where I messed up. You know, like I said, math isn't my strongest suit when it comes to drinks and little cups.
Yeah.
Anyways, what do you got for us tonight, Jim? What are you drinking?
Well, today I have a
Bottle Logic?
Spirit Rumble from Monkish Brewing Company, because the XRP army is getting ready to rumble. Guys,
That's
if you can't
right.
read my crock, it says XRP army.
Why is the P upside down?
Upside down, it says XRP
No,
army.
just the P's upside down. There you go. Now it says XRP Army.
Or does it say XRP on me?
I can XRP on you if you want. We're not in swinger style either. I'll piss in a bottle first.
So here's our ASMR pop. This is a
crisp.
Hey, the can art on this one is pretty good.
Let me see the can art again, Trent. Give me a full 360 view. Oh, that is kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah. We've got a double dry hop, double hazy IPA coming in at 8.5%. And
Jara. Dude, I love Cruise's Jara. You know what's really interesting is I know a guy who put together the BitBoy cruise. I know the guy, and he said he'll totally hook us up with that when we get our community bigger and actually do it right. Actually do it right where we get a bunch of free tickets to give out, because it got butchered when through too many stuff. But because it's us, I know how to run it. Just don't trust my math. I'm like, you get a free ticket, you get a free ticket, you get a free ticket. I'm like, how many free tickets do we have? Like,
Dude doesn't remember where he went.
At least you didn't fall overboard, man. I feel like every day on TikTok I see somebody who's like, oh, there goes another one, and they go like, evergreen, overboard, evergreen. And then they send out the boat to go get them guys. You know, it'd be terrifying to fall over and then be like, I lived, and then have to worry about going under the propellers. And you're like, get away from the boat, you know, and then you're like, oh, there's like an endless bottom with sharks surrounding me. I hope they get here soon. Like, I'll just play dead. The sharks don't eat things that are dead, right?
Well, guys, moving on to our crypto news segment here on the Blockchain Brew Show. Today.
Oh, wait, Trent, wait.
Yeah.
Wait, I forgot something. I forgot to drink my drink, so I can't tell. I didn't know what to tell them what it tastes like.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Let me try this out, guys, because it gave a bunch of ratings. It does have, I feel like I taste the dank. I don't taste the crisp as much, which is fine because they gave it a 2 stars. I taste the piney. Is it juicy and tropical? I don't really get the tropical. The dank really comes through, but the tropical, I get it with the nose. When you first sip, I can smell that pineapple. And I think it's juicy.
This one, the hoppiness is kind of overpowering the juice. But, I mean, I like that on occasion.
What flavor is the juice?
Cantaloupe.
I love cantaloupe.
You know, I'm gonna give this one a 7.9. You know, not the best I've given, but
I'll let you know at the end of the show.
Solid. Huh?
I'll let you know at the end of the show. You really don't do dank a lot. Do you do dank?
Yeah, I do. Nelson hops come through really dank. So, yeah. So yeah, we've got here we have for crypto news on the Blockchain Brew Show a press release from the White House today. As a matter of fact, if I get rid of our
and people are worried that we didn't have crypto president, Trent. People were like, I don't know, Trump's gonna be a crypto president. Dude, this guy's done so much for us. It's unbelievable. He totally won the crypto vote. I'm sorry, hands down. You didn't see Biden do any of this. Tell me, what was one thing that Biden did? I know what he did. He appointed Gary Gensler.
And look, I'm not the biggest Trump fan as a person. I'm not a Trump hater either. I don't have Trump derangement syndrome. But I'm not the biggest Trump fan as a person. But man, is he
sparked one up, dude? I can't, bro. I would show you my I have a commercial driver's license. Is what I do until I retire. As soon as I retire, bro, well, me and you, Banana, we're gonna go on a cruise with Chara, watch him go drinking off in the distance. I'm like, I wonder where he's gonna end up. And me, you'll light one up, watch him the different distance. But we have to be on the Carnival. It's the only one that allows it, kind of.
There you go. So here we have
Anthony Vince.
What we have going on here is a fact sheet from the White House today. President Donald J. Trump democratizes access to alternative assets for 401k investors, expanding investment choices for 401k plans. Today, President Donald J. Trump signed an executive order to allow 401k investors to access alternative assets for better returns and diversification. The order directs the Secretary of Labor to re-examine the Department of Labor's guidance on a fiduciary's duty regarding alternative asset investments in ERISA-governed 401k and other defined contribution plans. The order instructs the Secretary of Labor to clarify the Department of Labor's position on alternative assets and the appropriate fiduciary process associated with offering asset allocation funds containing investments in alternative assets. And I'm going to skip down a little bit for time. Trump wants to give American workers more investment options in order to attain stronger and more financially secure retirement outcomes. More than 90 million Americans participate in employer-sponsored defined contribution plans, and most of those are currently restricted from investing in alternative assets. That's crypto. Unlike wealthy investors and retirement plans for government workers, alternative assets such as private equity, real estate, and digital assets offer competitive returns and diversification benefits. Regulatory overreach and litigation risks have limited government plan fiduciaries from including alternative assets in their investment portfolios, hindering workers' retirement growth. President Trump is expanding access to these assets to ensure a dignified and comfortable retirement for all Americans.
Did it say which assets there are?
Yes. Down here. Well, it also said, look, such as private equity, real estate, and digital assets. But then it mentions crypto down here at the bottom. President Trump is, and by digital assets, they mean crypto. But then it mentions crypto directly down here. President Trump is delivering on his promise to enhance the financial opportunities and retirement security for all Americans, ensuring they can build wealth and thrive. President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill delivers on his promise to ensure retirees can keep more of their hard-earned benefits. And here we go. Here's the mic drop. President Trump promised to make the United States the crypto capital of the world, emphasizing the need to embrace digital assets to drive economic growth and technological leadership. Through tax cuts and deregulation, President Trump is delivering on his promise to make America wealthy again, empowering workers to save and invest more for their retirement. So guys, here's the thing. My platinum through the carnival.
Yeah, I know, right?
Here's the thing, guys. The 401k retirement market is a $40 trillion market. So just let that sink in for a minute. Take a moment of silence, if you will, and just let that sink in. I'm going to take a sip while you take a moment of silence.
Let that sink in. I want to go jump into my news.
So the 401k market is a 40
Yeah, like,
plus,
give me a second to take a sip.
is a $40 trillion plus market. Okay, and here's the other thing about that. American budgets, on average, right? For the middle class, American budgets are tight. Can I get an amen? Right?
Yeah.
Like American budgets are tight. Like, ask yourself how much of the money that you make goes into an employer-sponsored retirement plan. And I mean, I don't know if you have a 401k G-Square, but like, have you ever felt like tempted to like opt out of it if you can, so that you can just invest in crypto? Like, there's so much money sitting on the sidelines is my point.
Dude, so I have a pension right now, so I can't opt out of it, unfortunately.
Right.
But when I worked at Boeing in 2021, I opted out of my 401k and invested into crypto with that money, which is pretty crazy to do because Boeing matched you 8%.
Right.
So you can literally say I was throwing free money out the window, but ended that bull run, guys, I made like hundreds of percent gains over the 8%. I was like, why would I'm better with my money than they are. Plus, when you have a 401k like how they have, you can't exactly take it out, so you're locking it up long term unless you're gonna pay taxes. Maybe that actually might change, Trent.
Yeah.
That actually really might change.
Right, exactly. And so, here's the thing, guys, there's so much money in the retirement market, the employer-sponsored retirement market, that's sitting on the sidelines. Over $40 trillion. And American budgets are tight, meaning after that is taken out of their paycheck, like a lot of middle-class Americans do not have another category in mind for investments in their budget, except for their 401ks. But allowing them access to crypto in their 401ks, guys, if just a sliver of that $40 trillion market.
What is a 403B banana? I've actually never heard of that, but I've never had it. So.
Well, he's saying it right there. It's the kind that you get when you work for a nonprofit.
Well, I know, but I mean, like, what does that even mean? I don't know what that means. I'll have to look it up. If you don't want to explain, I'll look it up later.
Yeah, it's another form of retirement investment. But so, if just a sliver of that $40 trillion market goes, the liquidity flows into crypto, guys, that alone could cause the total crypto market cap to do, a 2x. Yeah. I mean, it really could. It really could. So.
Well, what's really interesting, Trent, too, when you're talking about 401ks, is I was listening to another person talk about the RWAs, and what struck me that they said that made a lot of sense was RWAs are coming to blockchain, right? But it's interesting because blockchain's new technology, right? All that money has never been on stocks, a stock exchange. You've never been able to tokenize homes. You've never been, and you're telling me now that money, that's real money, is coming into crypto. They were talking about, it's like what you said, Trent, it's like 40 trillion. I heard like a 400 trillion, which I don't even know that's a real number. These are almost funny numbers that people are throwing out. But in RWAs, that amount of money will be huge. I think they said, I'm quoting this gentleman, so I didn't fact check him, but he said Larry Fink said that when RWAs come to crypto can 4,000x percentage from where we currently are at, which I don't know. Like I said, I'm just quoting him, but I mean, realistically, RWAs are massive. And you think about a 4,000x from where we're at currently, we're so early to this space, guys. I mean, like Chara was talking to me earlier, when you have a 4,000x, are you going to be worried about XRP at $3 or $3.30 when it's at like $100 or $120? You really, that 30 cents is not going to make that big a difference. You can think about that then when you're, it's just a way of thinking. Now, I did find an article too, Trent, that I wanted to dig into a little bit. Actually,
Is it an XRP article?
Yeah. But what's
Okay.
really interesting about it is it just came out 13 minutes ago, and it touches on something that I thought about with the XRP thing, because when I was reading the news, I didn't see it say official. I read that both parties agreed to what the judge says. And so that should be announced tomorrow. So this article gets into a little bit of that. Whenever you're ready, I can.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I will go for it. Oops. I hit the wrong button. Oops. I did it again.
See,
Trent right next to me.
Muffhead, you gotta define late though. Like, I battle feeling that too. Okay, I'm human. I know I'm the guy that always comes on here and says,
I thought I was late in 2021.
Yeah, I know I'm always the guy that comes on here and says, look, you gotta manage your emotions, change your perspective. And I know I sound like a broken record, but the truth is, like, look, I feel it too. I'm human. Like, I battle with feeling like we're all too late.
Mr. Roberts, welcome in.
The truth is, we are not. When gold got its ETF, listen to me. When gold got its ETF in 2003, I think it was, over the next 7 to 10 years, gold went on to 10x. And look, listen to me. That's gold. That's an asset that's thousands of years old. That's an asset that's thousands of years old.
Yeah.
Talk about being late. So, just put it in perspective. Like, look, be grateful for what you have every day. And
interesting, Trent, is I do a lot of non-factual TA in the background, you could say. And you look at gold's reevaluation, if they reevaluate it, it can shoot up to like 40,000, 50,000. Silver can shoot up to a couple hundred, $500-600 an ounce. And so you really got to think about that too. Like, in that perspective, they ended up reevaluating precious metals. You're not late. You're really not late. And what I mean by reevaluation is, like Bitcoin spot and Bitcoin futures. Spot means they have to have 1-to-1. Well, gold, there's a lot of gold futures out there where they don't hold it. They don't back it. It's not backed. So if they reevaluated it, and then all of a sudden the futures didn't quite count yet, it's all about what's on hand. It would be huge. It'd be absolutely huge. I'm going to go over,
as they say.
I'm going to jump over into this article, Trent. Why don't you put like a poll on, instead of like the cemetery, maybe you could do like what coin's going to outperform what coin,
Okay.
Or something like that. XRP, ADA.
Got you.
Pick two others. All right. Add myself to the screen. Oh, okay. So Eric Hardy posted this 6 minutes ago, and he tagged, he was replying to John D and all these other people and a bunch of other sources, articles in here. And I'm going to go read it because I think it really does. It's going to be big. Big balls is going to perform. Dude. I know, right? Get my voice ready. Howard, the final settlement with Ripple agreed to pay $50 million of the $125 million penalty, with the SEC dropping its appeal and injunction being lifted, was primarily negotiated between Ripple and the SEC. Dean estimated 70% chance. 70% chance of what? I'm just going to assume that it's going to end. Number 2, amplifying Ripple's leverage. The Ripple XRP holders' involvement will strengthen Ripple's position by highlighting the broader implications of the SEC's actions in the crypto market. Dean efforts exposed inconsistencies in the SEC's regulatory approach, such as its differing treatment of XRP compared to Ethereum, which he termed the Ethereum Free Pass. This narrative of regulatory unfairness may have pressured the SEC to reconsider its aggressive stance, especially after multiple legal setbacks, e.g., the SEC versus Govil case, which limited the SEC's ability to seek large penalties without providing investor harm. Let's just scroll down a little bit. There we go. The SEC eventual apology for the mischaracterizing XRP as a crypto asset security and its decision not to appeal the July 2023 ruling suggests the agency faced mounting pressure, partly due to the public and legal scrutiny driven by Dean and the XRP community. limitations on direct impact. While Dean's representation of the XRP holders was influential in shaping the public perception and supporting Ripple's defense, the court denied their formal motion to intervene as a third-party defendant. In 2021, this limited their direct legal standing in this case. The settlement's terms were ultimately determined by Ripple and the SEC, with Judge Torres' ruling focusing on legal precedences like the Howey test rather than the XRP holders. Advocating alone, Dean himself noted that the settlement required both parties to justify how it served the public interest, indicating the judicial discretion played a significant role. Power of the XRP Army and the broader implications of the XRP Army, as the XRP community is often called, demonstrated significant power through its grassroots mobilization and support for DN's efforts. Here's how their involvement resonated. 1. The community's solidarity. The XRP's Army's ability to rally over 75,000 holders to support DN's legal efforts showcase the strength of the decentralized communities in the crypto space. Their engagement on the platforms like X amplified Dean's argument, with posts like his August 7, 2025 tweet acknowledging the essential role of the 75,000 XRP holders. The solidarity sent a message to the regulator and the crypto industry that retail investors could organize and fight back against the perceived regulatory overreach, setting a precedent for future crypto-related lawsuits. 2. Influencer on crypto regulations. The case outcome, particularly the ruling that XRP is not a security, its secondary sales, has broader implications for the crypto industry. DN advocacy helped highlight the need to regulatory clarity, influencing how future cases might be approached. He argued the SEC's actions harmed retail investors, a point that resonated with the crypto community and may have pressured the SEC rather than pursue a risky appeal. The case also exposed potential conflicts of interest with the SEC, such as those involving formal officials tied to Ethereum. Dean labeled as a regulatory capture. The security scrutiny led to reforms as how the SEC approaches crypto regulation. Let the life-changing news come. XRP money gates open. They all feed us with narratives now. How on earth is XRP still under $4 after all the amazing news lately? BlackRock will file for a spot XRP ETF, says expert as a finish line approaches between Bitcoin news. I think so too. I think it's right on the horizon. Let's go. XRP up 11% on the SEC news. Yep, it's over. SEC just dropped their appeal against Ripple. This isn't speculation. It's official court record. Case 24-26-48L filed August 7, 2025. No fine, no settlement, no admission of guilt. Ripple didn't back down. They stood tall. Guys, it is just absolutely wild. I mean, can we end August 7th any better? I mean, come on, guys. Everybody knows XRP is a machine. It is absolute machine.
Yeah, well, let's hop over now and do some good old-fashioned technical analysis on it.
You only wanted to do 2 coins in the poll?
Yeah, I had to.
Why?
Because it's not cemetery and we're talking what's going to outperform. So I'm like, come on. We got to have an ADA XRP showdown.
You should have put midnight in there, and then you should have put another one in there. Something to do on top of XRP.
That's true. Oh,
that
so
yeah.
That
would be fun. What we got going for us today on the chart, Trent? Usually I run it up first, but man, I needed to break after that long paragraph of reading.
Well,
Hey, where's your purple light? You usually have the purple light on the wall.
Yeah, I didn't turn it on today.
What's up, Lucas? What's cracking lacking, brother? Haven't seen you in a minute. Hope life is good, man. AVAX has been moving. We were just talking about that yesterday.
Heck yeah.
Well, Trent was doing the God's work. He was out there kicking butt and taking names in the church.
Hey, AVAX was one of the only coins I took profit on in 2021, and I'm glad I did. It pumped. I didn't have a whole lot of it. It didn't change my life or nothing, but the money was nice. So there you go, guys. This does bring us to our charts and TA section.
Chara,
Charts and TA.
I don't know, Chara, if gold and silver can outperform Bitcoin, just because Bitcoin is digital gold itself. It's just rebranded. Maybe in time, if Bitcoin, in like 1,000 years, is Bitcoin still gonna be relevant? Probably not. Are we gonna have some sort of alchemy though by then to be able to create more gold, or if the gold supply is increasing 3%, where we're gonna be on 1,000 years? I don't know. Maybe an asteroid hits Earth by then, and nothing's valuable.
I mean, I hear what you're saying though, Chara. But I had a conversation with a guy in a donut shop this morning.
Heck yeah, Lucas. Good for you. Firstborn son. Does that mean you have more than one kid? Congratulations. My son just turned 7. My firstborn, August 5th. So I get you, man.
Oh, silver will outperform gold. Yeah. I mean,
I think silver would too.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know nothing about. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to silver, to be honest.
Silver is used in every technology, like quantum computing, to satellites, to solar panels, because it's such a fast conduit to electricity to travel from point A to point B. I mean, haven't you seen the videos where people melt down their phones? I think that most of them just to get gold out of them, but it's just the fact that there are precious metals in there.
So the idea is that we have
an 8-month-old son and a 12-year-old stepdaughter. Wow, dude. I got three kids too, man, but you got me beat the 12-year-old. Have fun with that, man. You're just hitting the rocky road, man, hitting that teenager years. Let's go.
I mean, not everyone has to hit, but yeah. Like the concept is that like the tech boom, which we're still in the early phases of, by the way. If you take it from basically 2000 until now, like what's happening is that with each new decade, it is it's exponentially outpacing the previous 50 years of technological advancement every new decade. So we're still actually early in the technological boom, guys. I don't think that we often think about that. Just look at AI, So I guess the concept is that silver, the tech boom is going to cause silver to outperform, right? I don't know. Anyways, so here we go on the chart. So level up trades with BYDFi. This is why for the charts section, I put on my BYDFi hat with my little BYDFi dog. And
oh, by the way, have you mailed any gear?
Not yet. And here's the BYDFi dog with a little hat right here, and bam. So here's the thing.
Alright, did you know silver is mined 4 or 9 times? Here I am quoting a fact I don't even know. I believe I'm going to say it's 9 times slower out of the ground than gold, because people go after gold over silver. Oh, I love this part. It's my favorite part to do.
So here's the thing. Let's go over to XRP. Where am I at?
He's XRPing, guys, all over his charts. He couldn't get them out of the way. It's in the news.
And 1 hour. So guys, let me reset my chart so you can actually see it.
Excuse me.
The stochastics on the 1 hour showed a little bit of bearish divergence. And we're actually so bullish right now that divergence only gave us a couple of red candles. And what we ended up doing was we made this flag right here.
And you know what's interesting, Trent, is when we were talking to TA yesterday, we pointed out there was a green dot on the 4 hour, 6 hour, and 8 hour, and we're like, dude, it's open gates, it's going up. But no, we didn't. When we said that, we didn't know the XRP lawsuit was going to end today. We had no idea. And what's do you remember the common saying that they say?
The old adage says, "Show me the chart, I'll show you the news." So here we go. We've broken out of this flag. Now, one could argue that length of the flagpole right here, which I would draw from the previous high.
Oh, it's 3 on 3. I hated the XRP.
One could argue that that we're pumping up to $3.54 on the 1 hour chart.
That'd be wild. 1 hour chart says that.
So
Chara, take it back. It means get in right now. We're going to $3.54 by tomorrow. How's your ETF stock doing, Chara?
You know, and look, it's pumping by the second, dude.
It is pumping. Even on the 12 hour, we have open gates to the upside.
Yeah. So, you know, we do have this 21 MA, this 21 moving average down here at $3.14. I think that, you know, that's going to continue to come up. You know, I don't know in the short term. I don't know if we go underneath the break of this flag right here. So you could look at a retest of $3.33 and then a continued move up. Let's see what the 4 hour is telling us. So guys, we are...
Hey, what's up, brother? I haven't seen you in a hot minute, brother. Brother.
Hello. So we are not seeing a deep green oversold signal on the RSI on the 4 hour. The RSI is up there. It's at 75. But the RSI can go much higher than that, and it hasn't done it yet. So 4 hour is looking good as well. Now the 21 moving average is all the way down here at $3.04. So on the 4 hour, I would say that
it's because XRP does something. What's ADA do?
I'd say you draw this horizontal line right here, right? Because you have a... Here's the reason why. You have a wick, 3 candle bodies, a cluster of candle bodies, a wick, volume in this candle body, and then this flag back here.
Hey, XLM's going to do numbers, DCA. I bet you it's going to outperform XRP. I'll bet you.
So $3.27, if we bullishly retest that, you know, if we go 10 cents lower, that could be a great level to put in a conservative long. Now let's see on the daily.
Smart.
On the daily, guys, we are nowhere near. Wow, we are nowhere near overbought on the daily. The stochastics are not overbought. The RSI is nowhere near overbought.
Open door.
And we are about to get a bullish cross on the MACD. Call it by its government name. What's its government name, T-Square?
McDonald's. A Big Mac and a McDonald's.
The moving average convergence.
Divergence.
The MACD is about to cross bullish on the daily. So guys, all 3 of these indicators are lining up bullish. And, you know, that being said...
You going to place a long?
I don't know. Not live, no. Not today. Only because I'm not prepared enough today.
And guys, guess what Trent's going tomorrow? Guess.
Rare Evo.
If anybody is there and doesn't have a ticket, you can meet Trent if he still has any left, which I think he might have a couple.
I do.
And he'll get you in.
I do.
He'll show you around Vegas. He knows where all the good spots are, and on the bad spots too.
I don't know none of those. So, you know, right? So those are the indicators. What does the raw candlestick data tell us? Well, you know, we bullishly, you know, we bounced off of the 50 moving average, reclaimed the 21. So, you know,
Chara. Love
that
it, Chara.
that tells me, look, in the most basic of technical analysis, all of this tells me we're taking out this high before we take out this low. So not financial advice, but if you can put in a long position where your liquidation price, now look,
Yeah.
I don't recommend trading without a stop loss, okay? But if you're going to, then if you can enter along where your liquidation price is below $2.72, the data is telling me that you're going to take out this high before you take out this low. And let me try to get even a little more precise.
Hey, can I answer something real fast, Trent?
Oh yeah.
Java, what I was just talking about was Stellar Lumen. So we go over to XRP, right? So we're in here. Where am I at? Daily. I wanted to look at top 10. Where's Stellar? You got XRP's up 13%, 13.2. We have XLM, which is Stellar Lumens. It's up 16.2. Whatever XRP does, Stellar Lumens, XLM usually just does a little bit better because it has a smaller market cap. I think XRP is probably better tech, but if you want to make more money, you want to probably go with XLM. I like both the projects. I wish I held both the projects. You know, and you know what's another interesting one too is Algo is also kind of included in that cool kid club because it's also an ISO project. So it's something that, you know, you can't go wrong. And he even got over here is Hedera is at 9.4, also kind of included in that. But yeah, Stellar Lumens XLM usually outperforms XRP because whatever news affects XRP will affect Stellar. I put you back on.
Yeah. So, here's the thing. If I want to get a little bit more precise, I would say, look, if you have some money that you don't mind losing, you could enter a 10x long, and you could put that on the other side of the 21 moving average. Like put a stop loss right there at $3.16. Let me look at the 4-hour chart.
Something too, what Trent's telling you right now, Chara, where I was kind of telling you earlier, let's get into the charts a little bit more, is that we're leaning up a little bit. We're leaning bullish for XRP, which means I think the odds are XRP will go up. Like how you were asking earlier, should you buy it or should you not buy it? Well, the choice is ultimately up to you, but the percentage of it continuing its upwards trajectory is higher than its lower trajectory. And all that bullish momentum, it's like, yeah, let's go.
And look here, okay, here's confluence, okay? I'm gonna give you some confluence. On the daily chart, you know, here's the 21 moving average with all of this volume and a line of support coming in, you know, I'm going to call it $3.16 if you put a stop loss right on the other side of the 21.
I agree with Banana. Banana, do you watch JJ Cryptic's Corner? He's a huge sneaky. He's a huge sneaky guy, but we agree.
And then if you go to the 1-hour chart, the 21 is moving up.
Whoa.
And it's already at $3.14.
Whoa. Wow, you're right, Trent. Look at that golden cross. It's rocking it.
So, you know, actually, can you talk for a minute? I'm going to go put in a long.
Sure, why not? I can.
Yeah.
I'm actually, you know what I'm going to talk about, Trent? While you're doing that, I'm going to head over to X once I find my mouse.
Oh, yeah. While we're on charts.
I love this part. It's my favorite part. I don't even know why, because most people hate it. Not me though. Guys, we're coming over to X. And why are we coming over to X? Because it's my favorite part. It's the best way to support the community. Guys, new users only, okay? But anybody can create a new account. No VPN, no KYC. If you're an intermediate or a beginner, a newbie, you know, you got the $100 deposit you can do. You get the $60 bonus, guys. 60% of your money, phenomenal. You can't beat it anywhere. Period. If you can beat it, let me know, because I'm gonna go tell those people that they gotta match us. Okay, we have the best. And if you're a moderate trader, you kind of know what you're doing. You want to hit the $500 or the $1,000 deposit, and you get instant $100 and $200 if you can hit your deposit like that. Boom, like that. And if you're a really good trader and you want the expert stuff, put your $5,000 in there. You get a $1,000 bonus, 20%. Only 60% for the new people because they're figuring it out. But the 20% is the best anywhere out there, guys. You get that $1,000 bonus, and if you're a good trader but you don't have that money, you can literally pull your $5,000 out, put it right back into wherever you had it, and keep that $1,000 trading bonus, and just go have fun. That's it, man. I mean, go to a casino and try to do that. You can't beat it. And if you use our link, guys, get 20% on your trading fees. I mean, come on. It's money printing right there. Guys, head on over to BYDFi, check out the link, get trading, have some fun, don't get liquidated, because I don't want to see anybody get liquidated. We want to make the money in the Brew Crew, most hydrated community out there.
Link in the description.
Link in the description. Okay.
And what do they get? What do they get with our Discord?
Oh, that's true too. Yeah, I almost forgot the bonus to the bonus. So if you guys deposit minimum $100, okay, we don't charge for the Discord yet. But if you want the VIP access, you have to deposit your money, okay? You're not paying for anything for us. And then you just show us you deposit it, and you get trading signals for swing trades and scalp trades from the top ROI traders over on BYDFi. And if you just like trading XRP, we can set a setup just for the XRP ROI traders, and boom, like that, you'll get your setups. Take profit or entry price right here. Take profit 1, 2, 3, 4, and out of trade. Stop loss right here. It gives it to you guys. Just have fun. Figure it out, man. It's the bet. You're not paying us, but you get that VIP level access, which is free until we get to 500 subscribers, which are only 170 away. So you might as well get grandfathered in for life. For life. Did I talk enough? Do you need to talk more?
No. Go ahead and chart.
Chart? I can go chart. Chart. Okay, so Chara said, so I can't put in a long, won't let me do options. How do I buy at price that flag pattern, like an open price and hold it, and maybe hedge at what price is that XLMU one? I would buy on an exchange. You can even buy on BYDFi. Java, if you use our link, you can buy it over there. You can use Coinbase. You can use Crypto.com. You can, I think you can use Binance US, but I haven't had the best luck with them. It's illegal in my state, so it's kind of like a pain in the butt. So I couldn't even help you navigate that. But if you do our link, you can do that, or Crypto.com. So where was I at? So we come over the bubbles. Actually, no, I could come over to XLM too. I take it back. I didn't jump around. So here's XLM, okay, and here's XRP. Both did great, okay, off the news today. These are the daily candles. We are swinging for the storm. Swinging for the storm. Is that a typo? What is XLMU? No, it's not a typo, because he does that more often than not. I believe it's some sort of stock. Right, Chara? Is that a stock that you're talking about, XLMU? I've never heard of you, because he did that with XRP too. He said something or other. I can't remember, man. But what I do think is on XLM, we're gonna jump over the smaller time frames. The 30-minute might have a quick little break. I don't think they're gonna come down, but maybe look at this little break we had right here where we set the waves. We got the tight green dot, and we just ripped, man. We just ripped on that little green dot. We come over the 1 hour. 1 hour, we have a red dot, maybe a little bit of cool down, a little bit. Okay, because then we jumped into longer time frames. The longer time was like the 4 hour. It's open doors, baby. It is bullish of bullish. 6 hours also, we got open doors. Maybe we only have this little bit of red dot on the lower time frames because we're at like key resistance, and then there's nothing stopping us. There's literally nothing stopping us from going up like massively. We got the anchor trigger wave right here, guys. It's super slick. We were talking about that yesterday. I was literally, me and Trent, today, Trent, yesterday we talked about the anchor trigger wave green down the 4 hour, 6 hour, and 8 hour. Here it is, guys. We didn't even know about the news. We just follow the chart. The chart shows you the news. I use Kraken to move fiat to BitFi, and they have 7-day holding period, so everyone be mindful of that. That's how you go about it. I think the easiest way I found with my bank. You talking about Kraken has a holding? Because I haven't heard of BitFi having one. Fiat to Kraken. Have you heard of a 7-day holding on BitFi, Trent?
7-day holding for what?
Fiat to BitFi. You can just read the comment.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I used Kraken to move fiat to BitFi, and they have a 7-day. Yeah, Kraken has a 7-day holding period. Kraken absolutely has a 7-day holding period. They have a 7-day holding period, so everyone be mindful of that. That's how you go about it. I think that's the easiest way I've found with my bank. Yes, if I send money from Coinbase to BitFi, it happens same day. I mean, it happens instantly. If I move money from BitFi to Coinbase, which, guys, here's the thing: I trade for my part of the household income, so I'm constantly moving money from BitFi to Coinbase to my bank. So this happens like seamlessly for me. Now I also pay for Coinbase One. I pay $24.
What's the difference between Coinbase One and Coinbase Pro?
Coinbase Pro is like no longer a thing, really. It's all combined together with Coinbase One now. So with Coinbase One, what happens is I don't get holding periods. I pay.
Oh, there's like extra security if you get hacked.
Yeah, right. There's extra security if you get hacked. And you get priority customer service. And, I'm not saying we don't have a Coinbase link or anything. I'm just saying this as like alpha. Like we don't get anything from it. If you
should put your referral link in there.
Right. No, that's true.
Or a business one.
But like, so with Coinbase One, you get priority customer service. You don't get waiting periods. If you can withdraw instantly, and you don't have trading fees. However, there is still a
you do get fees.
There is still a fee on spreads. They hide it. They hide it in there.
Well, I know that like I deposit large sums of money into Coinbase. At least when I did use Coinbase One, because I use Coinbase, but after a certain period of like $10,000 in a week or something, they charge you fees, or $10,000 a month, and you have to throw some sort of fees after that.
Right.
But generally, you don't hit it.
I put 200. This is risky, but I'm okay if I lose it. I put 200 XRP into an 11x long position on CoinM futures on BYDFi. And my liquidation price is $3.11. I'm going to run this.
Just did it?
Yeah, I just did it. I'm going to run this without a stop loss. The reason I'm going to run it without a stop loss is because I only put 200 XRP. I mean, I know that's like $700. I don't want to lose it, but hey, it is what it is.
You're playing the cards, Trent. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I could see a little bit of divergence to the downside, maybe. Just a little bit of a breather. This is short. This is 15 minutes. And all I'm saying is that you might could have got a better entry. Might have. Or it rockets up right here, goes whoop, and it goes straight up, and you're like, well, made the right move.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe I could have got a better entry, but on the 15 minute, how much is it going to come down? 331?
I mean, that's true. That's very true. Because you look at the 4 hour is just like going straight up on the momentum. And look at that. Woo! Look at that. Woo!
here's what I know on the 4-hour chart is that 21 moving average is going to come up until it's the top line on the moving average band. So, I don't know.
The 6 hour looks good on it. The 8 hour looks good on it. 12 hours open doors. I would not be surprised to be at, like you said, what you said earlier, like be at back at 350 level. And then, I would expect, Trent, is maybe do something like this. We come up and we either bounce off it or we break above it, maybe have one close above it, come back down, retest the local levels, and then we're off to the races.
Shout out to whoever became our 331st subscriber.
What? We got 331 in there? Hey, 331, whomever you are celebrated tonight, sir. It is a good day to be you. I speak blessings over your life and wholeness in your spirit. And I do that for all you guys, by the way. But we're shouting out 331 because he's a special somebody out there, whomever you are. But anyway, Sean, what do you think about this? So we break above, make a new high, come back down, retest, bounce off, and we're off to the races.
I mean, there's no reason why we couldn't, Look, some exchanges show $3.80 as the all-time high for XRP. Now I realize.
Hey, hey, 332 and 331. You guys are also blessed. And I speak blessings over your spirit and wholeness over your life tonight. And dreams, man. I speak good dreams tonight. And good news for XLM and XRP, guys. Because, guys, the bull run is so close, man. We're just getting started. The tastiness of the tasties are just coming into our bosom.
Is Coinbase and BYDFi on the same playing field and easy functionality need to move from Binance? No, they're I use them for two very different purposes.
Yeah. Well, I would say Coinbase is probably the easiest onboarding and offboarding. So if that's what you want, like Trent would probably agree with me on that. Yeah. And then they kind of scale up in a little bit difficulty, but there's a little bit more functionality. Like I like to say crypto.com is generally a good second one. You learn how to do a second level is crypto.com is a good another one, a little better I think than Coinbase, but that's just me.
It's okay, Calvin. I'm not mad at you.
54%, baby.
Wait. I haven't voted yet.
You can't vote.
Yeah, I can.
Then you can say I voted. Then I'm going to pass my vote too. And you can just say, well, XRP wins. I'm a tie-breaking vote.
I just voted from an alternate account.
Well, then I get 2 votes.
Okay, then I'm going to vote from one more alternate account.
You don't have any alternate accounts.
Yeah, I do. You
do not.
Yeah.
Hey guys, should we ban Trent for cheating? Should it be vetoed? I mean, this is typical for those Cardano guys. I mean, I think XRP is going to beat him anyways. But those Cardano guys like to try to hold out and try to finicky the numbers so everybody forgets about them cheating. I'm over here trash talking.
So Chara, I use them for very different purposes. I use Coinbase as my on-ramp and off-ramp. What do I mean by that? My on-ramp from my bank.
Dominance coming down still? Oh, you're right, dude. You're right, Calvin. That dominance. Oh, Trent, there's something huge happening right now with dominance.
Yeah.
So not only did we make this spaghetti line right here at some point, but we did. You know what this line is right here? That will bounce off this line, and we'll bounce off this line. You know what this line is? And when you start banging on the door, you know what's about to happen?
Oh yeah, you're gonna break it.
And you know what that line is? This line is a 365-day moving average.
Damn, dog.
And even on the daily, we're smashing on that door.
Hey. Damn, dog.
Hey, I wanna be a little tiny dog. Trent, it's really interesting watching that 365 because it's such a large time frame. Like the 12-hour, it plays well at the 12. The daily is affecting. The 2-day will also bouncing off, and this is just the average because it plays out the longer term. The 3-day is still affecting. You jump over the weekly, it's affecting. You can literally trade off to just the 365 and put buy orders in right there. Boom, you can come back up. Or short orders, boom, you come straight down.
Chara, he said, yep, he's banned back to cleaning 18-wheelers. We're going to be at like thousands of subs one day, and Chara is going to be like one of the only people that remember that that's what I did for work. That was a brutal job. I did it for like... Hey,
Chara, you know what's funny? I drive 18-wheelers, and he could clean my wheels after when I'm done. Clean them, man. All jokes aside, dude, being a truck driver and a mechanic and the cleaners, man, we actually don't have cleaners. And I can tell you what, our trucks are disgusting if you don't maintain your gear. Not me, man. I'm a maintainer. But Jen, let's jump over the 12 hours real fast. Or what's the next segment we got? T-Square picks. Okay, so yeah, I'm in the right zone. Dominance two transfers about to break the 60. If I had to guess, 60 is probably a psychological number, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he banned. All right, guys, let's talk about my picks. Come back over to the chart. We go in there with Bitcoin. I like to look at the 12 hour because we're projecting now, and I'm going to scroll kind of fast, guys. So let me know you can see what I'm trying to show you, because if not, then I don't want to waste my time. Because I love wasting my time. It's what I do, guys. But I'm trying to get this zoomed in big enough so you guys can see it. Can you guys see what I'm looking at? So we got, on the 12 hour, we have a big green dot down here. We have a smaller green dot. But what we're really going to be looking on, so we got the blue momentum wave. It's coming up, okay? So it's still going. Bitcoin is still going to be pumping on the 12 hour. So we're projecting out, the next day and a half. We kind of want to see what's coming. You all look more lively. It's the beers or because XRP is going up. It's probably XRP is going up. Also, before we went live, Tara, I poured myself half a pot of coffee that was left over from the morning, and I drank it down with about a quart of milk. So I am feeling pretty good too. I knew that would get a little peppy, but definitely probably XRP.
I need to start doing that before the show. You get your upper and your downer, and then it's like, we'll be set.
Yeah, well, it's like, man, working long days, dude. They catch you, man.
Yeah.
But the coffee before, and when you start getting that energy from the XRP hype, it keeps you going, dude. Hell yeah, both of them cheers. And you know what's funny about coffee is I'll sleep like a baby tonight, and it won't even affect me. I can drink a Red Bull before going to bed, and it'll be fine. But during the show, I'll be like, whoa! I actually don't drink energy drinks anymore. They're terrible for you. I keep trying to tell Trent to stop drinking them.
Well, I like my white Monster in the morning. What can I say?
They're bad for you, and they're expensive.
Yeah.
You get a bag of coffee for $6. That's what I do. And a pot for 40.
Yeah.
So we're checking out the Anchor Trigger Wave. So like dominance looks like it's going down. Okay. Total looks like it's pumping up, which is good for the whole market. Everything on total looks like it's pumping. Ethereum looks like it's pumping. Arbitrum looks like it's still moving, but we're trying to find like a really good one. Polygon's still moving, but it's also a little bit more in the oversold territory compared to other things like optimism still is going up. Got Tau, it's still pumping, it's just starting. Solana is still doing good. ADA is still rocking and rolling. XRP is a beautiful momentum wave, guys. The blue momentum wave down here is way more fire than there was on ADA. I'm sorry, but it's true. Like, look at ADA. There's XRP. See the difference in the blue waves, the blue momentum waves? Come over to Hedera. Hedera is still pumping. So we already know total is saying all the altcoins are pumping. Now we're trying to find what's going to give the most gains. Now Kronos, we've been calling it out all week, and we're starting to get to the point where Kronos has to make a move because we're hitting a 15-cent psychological level. So we're either going to break above it or we're going to break down and do like a little bit of a retest right here, which is not the end of the world either because we have a higher high. So if we break down, we might touch the 21 and then we get another shot. So there's something to keep in mind. What Charles said, caffeine, milk, that's why you wear them shades. I don't get it. I like caffeine and milk. I don't get it. I used to drink it black, but it used to give me the worst heartburn ever. I drink it cold too today. What was I saying? B&B. Swede looks like it's doing good. Some of these aren't as strong. Like Caspa, I would say is weaker. It's weaker. Near Tron, I would say Tron's peaking. In fact, I would say Tron's about to fall down. Just if you're looking at this, you got the higher high, you got the higher high, you got a lower high. I would say Tron's probably just peaked. And then you got, I don't know if that's divergence down here, but you do have a double top, the 12-hour, and you have a red dot. It hasn't confirmed yet. We have 8 hours till this confirms, but I would say it's leaning towards its peak. Now we have 8 hours to confirm. We'll recheck that tomorrow. We're just kind of checking what stands out. Dude, this kind of stands out. Lean. We were just talking about lean yesterday, Muffhead, and you were like, it's going to stay $15 forever. Well, you know what? It's up $3, so maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. Fifth Network, it's okay. You know why I have Fifth on here? This looks like it's almost been sold too. Bitcoin Cash.
Hey, we owe Muffhead a big ball TA.
Yeah, we do. Heck of the news for crypto. Will be interesting to see how if 401ks will introduce crypto ETFs, or hey, you know what? If I had a 401k, I would have been throwing that sucker in as fast as I could. Though I wonder what cryptos will be added into a 401k.
Why would banks adopt an unstable coin such as XRP? Such as XRP to transfer money.
One sec. I just want to say you're thinking about it wrong a little bit. Wild thoughts, because you're right and you're wrong at the same time. One reason, just one right off the bat, is if they adopt real USD stablecoin. Guess what they need to mint real USD stablecoin? You need XRP. And when they process that, it's built on top of XRP. XRP is a layer 1. So not necessarily do they need XRP. They need XRP to have that stablecoin. The stablecoin has been regulated, okay? Everything with XRP has been regulated. So that is just one reason why they want it. Plus, XRP is going to be a phenomenal asset for the future. There's so many reasons.
Yeah. Well, guys, and here's the other part of this that everybody's missing.
Trent's playing musical hats up there.
Well, I have my.
Yeah, we'll take a look for you at Doge too, Lucas.
I have my BYDFi hat for the trading segment, and I have my Cardano hat for the rest of the time. So look, here's the thing that everybody's missing about this. You cannot think about XRP, the token, independently of Ripple Labs, the company. Okay? The reason why all of the banks across the world, I'm not talking about America, I know that's a huge statement. The reason why the international banking system will use XRP for cross-border payments is because Ripple Labs offers the banks a product called ODL.
Yes, thank you.
On-demand liquidity. Okay, and
it used to be a thing before their lawsuit.
Yes, and what people don't get about this process is that the banking system is old. The technology they use is old.
I'm coming back to Doge.
It's outdated by decades. Okay? So Ripple offers the banks a product called on-demand liquidity that allows banks to settle transactions in real time. When was the last time you heard of a bank settling a transaction in real time? When was the last time you heard of somebody sending a wire transfer from Western Union, in real time? When was the last time you looked at your checking account and you didn't see pending transactions? What does pending mean? Pending means it has not settled yet. On-demand liquidity from Ripple Labs allows banks to settle transactions in real time. People say, well, can't you use any other crypto that's fast or cross-border payments? Sure. If you're doing peer-to-peer payments, absolutely. But Ripple Labs is the only company that is getting their product on-demand liquidity, in getting partnerships with the banks with this product. And the ODL product allows the banks to use XRP for instant transfers, real-time transactions, and the transfer will happen, and that XRP will be converted to dollars or whatever the native currency is immediately. The argument is, why would they use a volatile asset to transfer money across banks? Guys, it's not volatile. The transaction is going to occur and then be settled in the native currency in seconds. So, you know, there you go.
There you go. And I've just...
and you said XRP was half the cost of ETH too, right, Trent? Well, no, Ethereum is like, $3,900 right now. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying that I said, but I probably said it, but I don't know.
I don't know what you're saying too, Chara.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? So one coin I'm going to point out, and you're not supposed to do this, but I'm doing it because I think it's actually the right move. Where's Monero at, Trent?
Monero, XMR.
Yes. Okay. So one thing I want to point out about Monero, XMR. You there, Trent? Where'd you go? We're gonna wait for him to come back, 'cause I want to show him something cool. And then I have one more coin, and then we could jump into Doge. Trent.
So,
Trent. Wait, where'd you go?
Right here.
Okay. I wanted to point out, Trent, Monero, and reason why you're not supposed to do this with market side. You're not supposed to forecast the future. You're supposed to wait for things to confirm. So money isn't actually being transferred using XRP. Are banks converting their money to XRP and then setting it somewhere else?
Well,
it's kind of complicated than that. I'm not quite sure the process of how ODL works.
Right. It is using XRP technically, but the transaction is happening to into the native currency within seconds. But the thing is, when you buy XRP, you're really betting on Ripple Labs, modernizing the whole banking system, and the value of XRP half the cost of way less than half the cost of
XRP. Like this bull run, Chara, to buy Ethereum, and let's say you wanted to buy an NFT with Ethereum, or probably get to like $800 for just to buy something, because that's how expensive it's going to get. Now XRP, well, it's like 1/100 of a penny, and it will always be that cheap.
Yeah, you probably heard me say a fraction of the cost, but what I mean by that is like it's not in the same stratosphere.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how ODL works. Too wild thoughts, but I know they go to the Ripple Labs and they say, hey, we want this amount of money. Well, Ripple Labs has that money on demand, either from their XRP token or however they transfer that money over there. But that's one of the big reasons it does work. I wanted to point out though, because I'm digressing. One of the coins you're not supposed to forecast momentum waves, Trent. Like right now, I could say technically the blue momentum waves are pointing down even harder. But one of the things that I've noticed right here is we closed with a nasty wick and then we came back up and we finished right here. So currently we're not a low, and we're at this little bit of resistance right here. I think this could hold, and if this does hold, this would be an excellent buying opportunity for Monero. You might be catching the bottom.
Yeah.
And can I go into the next corner? Do you have something to say?
Let me say two quick things because I have to help Molly pack to get ready to go tomorrow. So, but let me.
You got 15 minutes, Trent. You can hold out 15 minutes. 9 minutes.
I gotta go. Let me say two quick things, and you can wrap it up. So let's see here. We're going to come over here to Big Balls for Muffhead, and
You know what Big Balls is?
so I mean, here's what I see on the 1 hour chart. I see a break of the trend line with a retest. So I mean, hey, on the 1 hour, it could go up. I don't know what to think of it other than that. The reason I don't know what to think of it is because on the daily, here's what you have, and I don't know what to do with that. I mean, like, it's just, I mean, it looks bullish, I guess, but I don't know what to do with that. So
You're saying that's called KOL's manipulation, is what that's called.
yeah, right. So there you go. And then when it comes to Cardano Spotlight, real quick, if I come over here to our X account, share this tab instead.
I'm right now. He is digging it. Yeah.
So
dog scratcher, he loves it.
I posted this thread earlier. Cardano fam, big privacy vibes incoming with the Midnight Network launch. Night token airdrop is live. I claimed my airdrop and I got over 6,300 tokens. Yeah, I did. The glacier drop is hitting over 30 million wallets across chains like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. If you hold $100 or more in native assets on those chains, already 470 million tokens have been claimed. Who's grabbing theirs? I did. Hoskinson says Night could be the biggest traded Cardano native token by volume. Privacy via zero-knowledge proofs for DeFi and real-world applications, sidechain magic bridging data protection with blockchain power. Early days, but adoption could explode. Claim now and do your own research on wallets. Shifting gears, ETF buzz is heating up for Cardano. Polymarket odds are at 83% for an ETF, a Cardano ETF approval in 2025. Bloomberg analysts even higher. Grayscale spot ETF decision drops by October. Imagine the inflows mirroring Bitcoin's pump. Institutions are coming. Broader ecosystem wins. Core Ledger refactoring for smoother performance and extensibility, plus Hydra smashed 1 million transactions per second in test scalability. Cardano's proving it's built for the future. What do you think? ETF, Greenlight equals Moonshot. Midnight plus ETF hype, Cardano leveling up big time. Privacy tech meets institutional money. Perfect combo for mass adoption. Stake your ADA, claim your Night if eligible, and watch the magic unfold. Community strong. Who's bullish? Drop your takes below. So here's the thing, guys. Not only did I get the airdrop because I've held my Cardano in self-custody, I also, because I stake my Cardano on chain, every 5 days, I earn more ADA based on the amount that I stake. Now with Midnight, because validators mint blocks on Cardano and Midnight, I'm going to be earning ADA and Night every 5 days just because I stake ADA. So, I mean, this is big stuff. Not to mention, Midnight really is the biggest airdrop in crypto history, and and
it's good tech.
Yeah. So there you go. I'm gonna hop out and let.
Okay, let me finish my spot. Let me. No, I want to talk about my coins and see what you think. If you're in agreement.
Well, I do. I have to go though. But I'm gonna be at Rare Evo tomorrow. I'm gonna be posting all day. So cheers.
Cheers. Bye, Trent. We're moving in. Now you just have me. Me. All right. So last question. So if I don't have my crypto in a wallet, could I get hacked? But in a wallet can't. Well, first off, you can pretty much get hacked anywhere. Don't give anybody your password, so don't click any fishy links. Last question. So if I don't have my crypto in a wallet, it can get hacked, but it can't. Well, it depends too. Are you talking about cold storage, like a ledger? Excuse me. Are you talking about like a soft wallet, like a trust wallet, or are you talking about an exchange? Those are three different things. Just let me know, Chara. So XRP won't take place of Ethereum. You said also right. You also right. Just continue to compete even faster and cheaper. Is that Tom Lee still bought a bunch 2 days ago? I think that you say Tom Lee did buy a bunch 2 days ago. XRP is faster, but it does different things than Ethereum. Actually, loses value. The money is lost too. Reading from ChatGPT. I can answer that. We'll answer that question more tomorrow. Wild thoughts, because we are running out of time. But I am reading the ODL converts the money to XRP and then sends it abroad. Well, we'll talk about it more. We'll make a giant video on explaining XRP. I gotta get going on what was I looking at. Okay, so we have a Doge request, and then I wanted to talk about some other coins for my picks. Litecoin actually looks pretty good too, with the green dot right there. And it's already been pumping up a lot, but that green dot could play out. Where's Flare? I think Flare is also a good one because you have a trigger wave, money come in, VWAP breaking up. And the thing about Flare, it's I was going to say it's not a DEX. What is the definition of Flare? It's built on top of XRP. I can't remember the definition of it on top of my head. It's escaping my mind, but I think Flare is another good buy. What is the definition of it? I know it too. It does lots of stuff. Okay, that was that. It does lots of stuff. And then another good one. Oh no, Toncoin. I thought I didn't like Toncoin. Oh no, maybe it was Toncoin. Was it Toncoin? Gosh dang it. I can't remember everything I was looking at. I think it was Toncoin. I think Toncoin is a tight. I think it was. We have a tight trigger wave. Yes, tight trigger wave to the upside. That's what it was. Yes, Toncoin looks really good too. But then I had to go into Doge. Okay, where's Doge at? Those are my picks for tomorrow. If we can remember them, we'll go over them tomorrow. If you guys can write us, even better. Okay, we got anchor trigger wave, boom, boom, right here. Start the movement going. We have open doors, VWAP's up, VWAP money's coming in, strength shooting up, Stokes a little high. Check out the daily. We have a trigger wave, anchor trigger wave. Money's coming in. Looks like we're still good. Good. The weekly, interesting. The weekly, what I would say is less bullish, but it's not technically out. 12 hours says it's open doors. What's the 4 hour say? Technically, like I told you earlier, we're not supposed to project out, but you really want to keep an eye on this. I mean, it could still slip right through and go straight, strength, and keep going. But we're at a point where it's kind of looking a little hot. But the 1 hour has still been pumping on Doge. Interesting. Momentum wave's been coming down, but the lines are going up, which making a hidden bull. We want to shrink it down. 30-minute has a red dot. We have a 5-5. It's splitting even right now. So it really can go either direction. And if it goes up, I think everything plays out for it to keep running. A little pump goes a long ways. 15-minute. Man, I want to say it's not going to continue going up, but the money flow has been so thick. I think the 6 minutes curling up. I think we're going to keep pumping. All right, I think we're going to keep pumping on Doge, hell yeah. I don't know, bro. I heard you're supposed to put in crypto in some sort of wallet. Talk later about it. Hey man, you can hit us up anytime in the Discord. I don't use wallets as much anymore, Chara. I'll probably use them more in the bear market, but I keep a lot of my money on exchanges because I want to be able to offload quickly. And it's not not everybody prefers what I do, and that's totally cool. You know, you gotta find what best fits for you. If you just wanted to get a Coinbase account, I think that's fine. Coinbase still can get hacked, but if you get Coinbase One, you are protected. It pretty much comes down to don't click any sketchy links. You know, sometimes they get hacked though, and you don't even click the sketchy link. That's what nice about having Coinbase One. You got that little bit of insurance, and they will notify you almost right away when something sketchy is happening. Let's check out the liquidations. I gotta refresh this. It's been an hour and a half since we've looked at the liquidations. Oh man, we chunked them shorts, man. They feeling that in 24 hours. So check out 2 weeks. Oh, I was gas in my chest. It's tight. Oh, dude, look at that. We still got more shorts over there we can chunk. Over by 120. Woo, they better watch out. They better watch out. It's $200 million liquidation right there. Yes, sir. All right, they make me adjust it every single time. That's kind of funny. Come on, load. Oh yeah, 120K. Oh yeah, they gotta watch out, man. If I was along, I'd be sure I'd be feeling a little trapped right now. You're welcome, Chara. And we come back over to Doge. I think wouldn't be good on Doge. Hundo Finance. Where are we at? Bitcoin. 6 minutes, like chilling out for a moment. 12 hour though, looks like we got gates are open. Oh yeah, those people on the 20K are freaking out. We're bouncing off the 50. When we break above it, we'll be right here. We'll be right back up at 20K. 118. What time in the VIP do the scalp swing trades come in? They come in all sorts of times, Chara. As soon as the ROI people create a trade and it pops up. And we could cater. You want trades all day? We could set it up where you get trades all day. We have them right now where they come like once every couple hours. It all depends on preference what you're exactly looking. One of the Chen and I are in there too, throwing out there what we see. Sorry I couldn't talk to you more earlier, Chara. I was working, man. I was on the grind trying to get home because I don't like being at work. Where's Ethereum at? Here we go. Well, he's pumping, dude. I didn't tell you this, guys, but I was talking to myself, telling myself I should talk to Trent. And I was like, I wonder if ETH is going to hit 4K on the show. But I was like looking at it. I was like, well, I was looking at the 15-minute. Did it hit it? How close are we? Oh, so close. I was looking at the 15-minute. I was like, I wonder if we hit on the 15-minute, but I wasn't sure how many candles it would take. All good, Pimpin'. No, you're good, bro. You good, Chara. You good. 1 hour, we got a green dot. Not confirmed. 55 minutes to confirm it, but it's been pumping. Wow. Did we hit it? What did this hit? Huh. 39.68 while we were streaming. Dang, dude. It's hitting 4K psychological number. The 4 hour, we have a red dot. That's funny. The 1 hour, we have a green dot. The 4 hour, we have a red dot. What's the larger time frame saying? 6 hours saying it's not quite spent all its energy. There's the 8. We clearly have a higher high, which is fantastic. Daily says open doors. Hey, what time? I gotta wake up in 6 hours. 6, 7. I'm trying to decide if I think I'm gonna hit 4K in the middle of the night. You know, it's really hard. The middle of the night is like crazy stuff could happen. Oh, is Ethereum going to hit 4K? I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys think it's going to hit 4K in the middle of the night? Chara, Ledger, Nano, Trezor is the top 3 cold storage wallets are good. One word advice: buy it directly from manufacturers, not Amazon, some other vendor. 100% agree, Calvin. I also, Chara, I prefer Trezor over Ledger. That's just me personally. I like how the newer Trezors, you can hook them up to a computer, and I don't know if the new ones have thumbprints, but you get a special key. I actually had a friend get hacked for the Trezor, and they copied. What the heck did they copy? they were watching him. This is totally irrelevant, Chara or Calvin, but it is something interesting. So he was trying to purchase something on MetaMask, which you'll never even have to worry about, Chara. This is like 4 years ago, and well, I don't think you have to worry about MetaMask. Maybe you will. Anyway, so he was trying to purchase it, and he must have clicked on something before on his laptop, because they were able to copy his link and then send it back. And he looked at the last like 4 or 5 numbers, but they changed like 4 or 5 numbers in the middle of the contract that he was signing, and he signed away and ended up getting hacked for like 100K. It was wild. And we had some pretty good people look at it too, just because our background. There's some divergence on the 30-minute. Careful. Be careful. I don't know if we're gonna hit it. I'm in. And 1 hour says yes. What's the 2 hour say? 2 hours says no. Okay, I'm gonna say we're not gonna hit 4K tonight. That's what I'm gonna say. Oh man, do I really want to say that though? Look at the 21. It's been moving. Is this gonna convert? I wish I could be up all night trading. I'd be up all night watching this. What's the 6-minute saying? Oh, that bearish div though. Do I want to trade against the trend? The trend says we're up, but the div says no. But we've had such great news today. Is the news hype over till tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. I take it back. We're $70 away. I think we're gonna wake up and hit 4K. I changed my mind. I'm gonna go against the trend. I really want to see 4K. I'm gonna go. Excuse me. I'm gonna go with this 1 hour green dot. It's gonna. Money flow is coming in too. Okay. In the 1 hour. What if it's going to touch the 21, then hit 4K? Money flow is coming in. So I'm going to say we're going to hit 4K. I'm saying the money flow is coming in. We're going to hit 4K. It's going to be good. And I'm going to go, guys. So I just want to say thank you for. Oh, no, wait. I haven't had my drink. I guess I should finish it, huh? It's a really good beer. It's not my top. I'm going to give it 8.1. And that is Symphonic Chronic. Okay, Symphonic Chronic. Can art is kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about the can art, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think it's good. It's good. Piney. I just not a Dank fan. That's just it, man. It's a weird thing that they add in beers. Hope Binance is coming for hacks. Chara, I can't answer that because it is illegal to use in Washington. So I have never used it. But guys, thanks for joining. We're the most hydrated crypto community out there. We'll be back tomorrow. I will be back because Trent will be in Rare Evo. So if anybody's down there, you got to hit him up, man. But thank you for joining the most hydrated crypto community out there. We'll be back 7:30 East Pacific Northwestern time. I'm so used to saying Eastern Standard for people that I watch. Pacific Standard Time. Don't do it all night trading. You're gonna miss that wet dream. Nah, I don't have wet dreams anymore, Chara. Married kids, man. I don't need that anymore. Right? But it's gonna be a good night, brother. Guys, stay safe out there. Crypto's fun. It's adventurous. Don't get caught with your pants down. Have a good night, guys. Peace out.